My friend said that we should be more structured in our podcast. You know what I said? Screw that. I'm going rogue.
Story time. A long time ago, I'm like, hey, how can I come up with a name for my company? I have 4 children, Michaela, Nico, Jackson, Nina, M and J N. M and J N. Perfect. Great name. I like it. So clever. No one's ever thought of that before. Exactly. Spelled Eminjayin. Carl knows of it, right? Because I think I was M and J N when you hired me. Possibly. Maybe not. Okay. We're going back. We're going back. Back in time. So I got to a point where I'm like, no one knows how to spell it. No one knows how to say it when you see it spelled. You're like, how do you say that? Imagine? I'm like, yeah, nailed it. Nope, that's not how it works. So I decided, because my website at the time was We Make Brides Cry, and I got feedback on that too. That's a terrible website. I'm like, I think it's the best website out there, but we're going to go with it. So someone said, you should rebrand. Perfect. I had a company called Valen Motors Hot Rod Photography. It's after several saints, but it was a Dungeons and Dragons character that I created, short for Valentino. Valen.
Very cool.
Valen / righteous, right? Not nerdy at all. Fantastic. So, but now it's now on the interwebs for everyone to know.
That's great.
Do we get a pen?
So I did all that work, created it, made everything, and I said, this is my new name, Valen Studios Photography, and everyone calls it Valen. So I didn't solve the problem.
Well, if you
no
look
one
at-
knows how to say it or spell it. Right?
If you like a regular second grade
Mm-hmm.
grammar, you know, if there's an E after a,
Mhm.
it's a
Yeah.
A,
Mhm.
it makes
Really,
it-
Jake? Is that how we
two
came up with this,
vowels.
Jake?
It makes
When
it
two
A.
vowels walk together, the first one says its name. You know that song?
Do I
Yeah,
need to
but-
remind everyone that the school system failed me?
Yeah.
That means
I-
2 things.
I could tell.
I
reading
literally
the first
failed
video.
out of
I
school.
could tell all the typos in the program.
All right, now this next section we're going to cut out, and you have to subscribe to our channel, the paid version, in order
The
to hear this.
Patreon.
Join.
Follow us on Patreon.
Patreon,
Join.
exactly.
Follow
Actually, you know what?
Steve's
I
OF.
heard this before, and I don't know if it's true. Have you ever seen it? A podcast that I watched about car repair said, "Hey, click the button that says buy us a pizza." Ever heard that before?
No.
No.
Okay, I've never heard about that before.
Buy me a coffee.
Buy me a coffee. So you just tap it. I don't know what that means. If it just automatically charges your account like $5 or something like that. But they said if you enjoy this and you want to buy us a pizza, maybe you donate $20. I have no idea how that works.
If you ever want to
But
buy
I
me
want that.
pizza, you just text
I do like pizza.
Right.
I do like pizza too.
Meet me here.
Choose what you want to donate.
Oh, is that how that works? Okay.
Huh. Oh,
Okay, so
interesting.
we'll have to add that by.
That's
I don't know
cool.
if you need like 1,000
Yeah.
subscribers or no. I don't know. Well, we'll have to figure it out.
We could
How
use
close
a
are we?
pizza.
How close are we to
Should
1,000,
we
Micah?
eat pizza when we're doing this?
Far.
Far away.
Maybe
Okay,
then
far.
between-
Far is a number.
I
That's
think,
yes.
I think we should
Yeah.
be snacking.
Yep.
Eat pizza.
Sure, eating pizza. Sure, we could do
What
that.
if we get a different pizza place each week and we rate the pizza? We just start our podcast that
Write
way.
that down.
Yeah.
Pizza taste.
As we sit here and
We're
eat
gonna
our
copy
pizza, we're
those
going to
little
talk about
curly head
Yeah.
guys.
And we should say
They have already
one
done
bite.
that.
Everyone knows
like the
rules.
one bite guy. We take one bite and then we all just give it a number,
Yeah.
and then we
Dave
figure out what the
Portnoy.
best pizza place in town is.
Fantastic.
Then we
you
get
know
sued
why?
by Dave
Chick-fil-A.
Portnoy.
Why?
Yeah, we should do that because every pizza place says they're the best pizza in town.
That's
Like,
what I'm
How
saying.
could you all win that award? What? How is this possible? Best realtor in Illinois. Really? All of you? How?
I mean,
How's
some
that
of them
possible?
are. You
Now,
know?
I'm the #1 wedding photographer on Deer Path Road.
Wow.
Cut that out.
Because you're the only one?
You don't lay all the facts out, bro. Let them figure it out. Let them do the research.
Deer
You
Path
just leaked
Road.
your street.
Now we know where
possible?
you are.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
Address
just-
is-
you just leaked your.
Yep.
Okay, what do they call
They're gonna be
that?
lined up
Just
at the
kidding.
door now.
No,
That's where
We
you
need to
literally,
bleep that
you
out.
could look
We
up,
need to.
you
DDoS.
could look up Valen
Dox.
Studios.
Dox.
It would show up. It would show up the address.
Steve
I already
Nielsen
talked-
doxed.
I'm excited for the podcast where Steve throws his chair for everybody calling it Valence.
He's not on Deer Path.
Yeah, I'm
He's
not.
on
Ixnay
Sirius.
on the talking say. I'll bleep that nice and
Go
loud.
road.
Yeah.
Going rogue. All right. So, having said all that,
Rogue Street.
we're getting some feedback on our channel by the panel because
Ooh, the panel.
the panel is giving us feedback that
Feedback.
we need more excitement. What else? What are some of the words? Less interviewee.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't ask any more questions apparently.
Yeah.
So
That's probably good.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
probably a good
Please
thing.
help us.
But I would like to know. Okay, so now we are going to turn
I
into a
think we should
pizza
switch.
tasting
I think
place.
you and Keith should switch. I actually think this should be Keith's podcast. I think
I would like to see him
honestly,
talk
the
on
problem,
here.
Give us
Steve-
the lease right now.
guys. I think
Yes.
we vote Steve out of here.
I knew it was going to
Get him outta
happen.
here.
My lawyer waiting for this time. Here we go. Sign this thing. Speaking of, I hate when I fold papers. All right, back. Welcome back, everyone.
What is that, mutiny? When they
Yeah, it's called mutiny, Chris.
where
Yeah,
all they
yep.
kick the
I looked it up.
captain off,
Yeah.
I looked it up.
walk the plank.
Well, oh
This
gosh. All right.
episode brought to you by Valen Studios.
Yes.
Brought to you by
That's how you say it.
Studios.
Like Valen.
All right. So how would you?
Yeah.
Okay. So someone asked me today, hey, can girls join us on a thing? And we came up with Ignite. Icky girls never invited to everything.
Wow.
Boys rule, girls drill. Right?
No, that is not true. We would love to
Cut
have
that
a
out.
female on the panel, but none of us are nice enough to actually know any girls.
Cut that out.
Because icky girls never invited to everything.
I thought it stood for only girls know how to spell.
All right.
That makes sense too.
That would be an only.
That's the joke.
All right. So who would like to open up? What are we?
I'm
All
a boy. Sorry.
right. So Keith, would you like your own separate microphone? Because you were contributing a lot.
I have one.
You have one now. Okay. So speak clearly over there. So when we do, you know, I'm going to leave it up to the audience to kind of like maybe make a drawing
audience.
of what, all of our audiences
Sorry.
to draw what they think Keith looks like.
Have
Go
you
ahead.
seen Keith?
Face
I am
reveal at
super
1,000
excited about
followers.
that.
Keith?
Yeah, we will face reveal at 1,000 followers, and then what? Do they win a prize?
The closest
The
one
closest, we like hire.
wins what? $1,000?
What?
Closest one
$1,000
gets
of
$1,000.
your
You
Chris's money.
You get
We
Valen
hire
Studios.
artists to
In order
draw.
to listen, in order to submit your entry, you have to pay $1. So if we get 1,000 subscribers, pay $1. The winner with the best drawing,
Gets the full amount.
Yeah.
and Keith will sign a picture of his face and send it to him.
Say, well done.
So only the one person
A
gets
picture provided by Valen
Hire like
Studios.
1,000 people to draw something.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to start doing tick marks and sad
Valen.
faces next to everyone that mispronounces. Okay, you know what I meant.
Uh.
You know what I meant. All right. So what are we going to do? All right.
Steve, what's new in your life? What's happening?
You can't open up with that question because I have a massive life change experience that's going on right now. I was
Your
standing
girlfriend
there
left you?
minding my own business, and this girl walks up to me and says hello. And
Oh,
I
quite the
said
opposite.
hi.
Is it me
15
or-
days later,
We can tell.
I'm
Can
planning a
anyone
summer
tell?
wedding. What is up with that? I've never
getting
been more
married?
smitten in my life. Maybe? No. That would, yeah. No,
He's
I
planning
need to,
a
I need,
summer wedding. He's
I need to
planning
confirm a lot
plenty.
of things.
Yeah.
Like, number one, does she actually really like me? Or is she just intrigued by my
She wants your money.
strength? Yeah, she wants my money. Yeah. Oh, there's my watch. You know, we need to take a commercial break for Rolex.
For Rolly.
Okay. What we have to do is get that long camera off of me. Who would like to talk? You asked me what's going on. I feel like
that's
I'm
great.
entertaining the masses.
Yeah.
Put it on Mike. Put it on Micah. Micah's up next.
Yeah, come on.
Micah, what's going on? What's new in life?
Well, it's been the same. I mean, just school. Basically, that's what I'm focusing on right now.
On the grind. Do you guys have Monday off?
Yeah, we do.
Nice.
Yeah, and Tuesday maybe the weather.
Okay, thank you.
I have Tuesday off.
What's wrong
is
with the weather on Tuesday?
Institution
I
Day.
don't know.
It's like it's supposed to be like -6, and then the wind is supposed to make it feel like -20.
Oh, wait, on
so
Tuesday?
yeah.
Wait, you think the wind's... Wait,
So I think we're not gonna have school Tuesday, or it's gonna be Zoom
because of the
school.
buses and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Also, I'm going to Washington D.C.
What?
on
when?
Monday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for the inauguration.
Just on Monday?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
What
we're
are you
leaving
driving?
Saturday night,
Oh, okay.
and then so we get there like, Sunday sometime,
That's great.
and then
Nice.
yeah. So
That's exciting. I'm
Yeah.
going there in April with a school trip. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
My first time to a camp.
I've never been. Yeah,
You want to go?
Same.
maybe.
You can't go.
I,
with me.
I
I
don't
can
want to
chaperone.
drive.
we could
You
go.
should.
You guys could come with me. A little field trip.
Oh yeah.
Let's
Ignite
go.
field trip.
Yeah.
You have to. Well, the doors open at 5 a.m. So
Uh-huh.
you'd have to go in like super early because everybody tries to line up, to get as close as they can. So
That's interesting. Nice.
All right, so another question for you. As you're building your career, considering things that are going on, let's bring it serious for 1 second. And you're attempting to do some video editing. How is that like mentally? It's kind of thrown in your lap because you thought about maybe I want to give it a shot. What's your process on that? Are you enjoying it? Are you the experience of trying something new? Just share.
yeah, for sure, it's definitely new. Like I've never done anything like that before, so to kind of get to experience it is cool. I've never really had the software to do it either, so. And it's a learning curve. It's not super easy, but it's not very hard. So I think I've gotten the hang of it. So
Good master now.
yeah, I wouldn't say master. I think there's a lot of more things I could be doing.
Oh, I said
And
got it, master.
oh, got it, master. Yeah. But yeah, so far I'm liking it. So
That's cool.
Very nice.
cool thing
Nice.
to try.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yep.
You still planning at CLC for
Yeah.
for the
Auto services. Yeah.
Nice.
if that doesn't work out, I might major in horticulture, which is like agricultural science,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
They got a little greenhouse
Yeah,
there.
they
stuff.
got a
Yeah,
they got a
that's
pretty
cool.
good program, I've heard.
Yeah,
So maybe
that's
that. I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah, and you've
They do
had
everything
several
over there.
gardens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that like feels like what is it? It's like up your alley, right?
Doesn't
Yeah.
your brother do that?
He owns he owns
Fertilizer.
BioGreen, yeah, which is a organic fertilizer company.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
It's got like 40 something ingredients, and it's like in the 30s for sure, 30 something different ingredients. And interesting story about that is it unlocks the nutrients in the soil that are actually there that the trees just can't get naturally. Okay, and some lady had an apple orchard, and her apples were producing, or her trees were producing, let's say 10% of what they should be. It's like she was freaking out. Like, how am I going to make any money when these things aren't producing? And this was years ago. He's like, well, let me try some of my stuff on one tree so you can kind of see what it is, a free sample. And springtime happens, summer, whatever. And at some point, she called their company and said, you have to get over here immediately. I am not happy with your product, something along those lines. They had to show, so they had a tree. It grew so many apples, it was like almost going to kill itself. Because in a way of, there was so much weight on the branch. They had this
Wow.
tree, what do you call it, like
Supported.
brace,
Yeah,
supported
brace,
with
yeah.
2x4s all over the place to keep the tree from,
Wow.
he goes, I don't know what's in this stuff. But it produced probably 10 times what a normal tree would
My
in a
goodness.
good season.
Wow.
That's how
Nice.
good his
Super
stuff is.
soil.
Right, it's like became like a super soil. So the first thing I thought of, I'm like, well, why don't you sell it to people who grow weed? What could that be, right, Carl? You know what I'm talking about, no?
Potentially.
That's terrible. We do not. We do not.
don't condone.
That will be edited out, probably not because it's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, but yes,
You
so
should just bleep
that's
out-
how good my brother's
What
stuff
if you
is.
added it to bleep?
Right. So a normal cactus in his house grows up about this tall, right? I don't know, cactus in a home, maybe that's a big one, whatever. He
I don't
put
know.
he put a little sprinkle of his magic stuff in there, boom, and it's growing so tall, it's like falling. You've seen it at Christmas,
yeah,
right? It's
yeah.
like, what is going on with that thing? It's like, well, but when you unleash the soil and what it does with this stuff, and it's 100% organic, you could actually eat it. It tastes like sand. I tried it like 10 times. I'm like, is it any better this time? You know? And one of the coolest things about it is that when he brews this stuff, it has to be done on a full moon too. Like it's like, I'm not kidding.
No.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
it's creepy.
Because there's something about the pull of the moon that makes the stuff all mixed together or something like that. I think it's true. That's because he told me. My brother doesn't lie.
Why have you tried it so much?
Does he also?
Because I'm
pack
not
Is there
good at
something you're trying to grow?
Something
Back?
I'm trying to grow.
Maybe your hair back or something?
The hair.
I'm bald enough.
Right? Just
Oh yeah. Hey, there's two of us, and one's
Yeah.
in striking distance. So be careful what you say. All right, we're back to so I'm liking this podcast. I think we're gonna get up to maybe 37 views or whatever.
Hey, that's 10 more than we.
We normally get. All right, who's up? Chris, yeah, I like how you're leading this. Go.
Oh, sure.
Give us a question and who's up next, so we can start focusing the
Question
camera.
and who's up next? Brady.
Yeah.
What is a line of a song you've written recently? Give us a line.
About that, I did write a song, but yeah, it's finished.
What's it called? We won't steal it.
Name drop.
I remember your first song was titled "It Sucks," wasn't it? Didn't you say that? Because that was
It's not.
funny.
It's not called "It Sucks," but that's what you said.
Oh, is that what it was?
You said it sucks.
What is it? Give us
I'm
a
trying
line.
to
What's
remember
called?
it. I'll have to look at it.
Yeah, that's all
Look at
right.
it.
Look
We'll
at
come back
it.
to
Yeah,
you. We'll
yeah.
come back to you.
Jack, any business problems? Any business prospects? Anything going on?
Yeah, actually, I just started with a impact window company in Florida, doing some sales, some phone sales.
Okay.
I just started today. It went pretty good. I did for like an hour, including the training.
Sounds like a long time.
Yeah, but in that hour, including the training, I already booked someone.
Nice. Hey, that's awesome.
And I'm planning on having like a full day tomorrow
Okay.
of doing it.
Nice.
And don't say the number, but it's commission. Yes?
It is commission,
Yeah,
yes.
sales. Go make as much as you want. How many do you want to sell?
Right.
All of them.
Exactly.
That's
Go
great.
on. Yeah.
So what do you
Elaborate.
sell? You sell windows?
Yeah.
To people?
Yeah, it's a place that's based in South Florida,
Okay.
and they do impact windows like hurricane windows, and roofing.
Wow.
So
That's awesome.
We gotta sell something.
Yeah.
Carl, you've been in sales for a long time, yeah?
yep, decent amount.
Yeah.
What do you do now, Carl?
Well, now I'm a tech support for a shrimp healing company. And
Say that
I-
again slowly, because if you don't understand, because
Shrimp
no one knows
healing?
this.
Yeah. So I work for a company that manufactures machines for peeling and deveining shrimp.
Huh.
Okay, so you're a spy.
Very specific.
Kind of, yeah, exactly.
That's not a real.
When my
That's
grandma
really- what?
when my grandma heard it, she was like, "So you're working for the gang and like
Yeah.
killing people? Like, what is this?"
we
Yep.
devein and peel the shrimp.
Dad's
You know what
second
I'm saying?
family.
Sometimes we gotta send people to sleep with the fish, you know. But yeah, so I do that, and then our sales guy left, so now me and our other technician run sales too. So I've been
Okay.
doing a lot of sales stuff there,
Nice.
and I do network marketing. So
Okay, great.
that part I kind of slack off on, unfortunately, just because a lot of people have a negative connotation for that. But sales here is definitely helping get my confidence up there. 'Cause-
Is that mostly remote, or is it like down the street that you're?
Yeah, our office is in
Peeling
Lake
and
Forest,
stripping
where
shrimp.
we manufacture the shrimp, and that's our head office. And then like next
Manufacture the
week,
shrimp?
well, we manufacture the machines
Oh, I
for
thought
peeling the
you
shrimp.
make the shrimp.
Yeah,
Like,
and,
Like
Bio-
fake crab, or
3D
whatever,
shrimp, 3D printed
imitation
shrimp.
crab.
yeah, something
What
like
is
that.
that? What is it?
It's cod. I think
Is
it
it
is
really?
anyway. Yeah, I think it's cod. Starts off with a cod product. Yeah. Just watch a video on it. Google it. Oh, it's terrible.
No,
I'm
I'd like to
that's
continue to eat
gross.
it.
Exactly. It tastes
Yeah.
so delicious.
wait till you find
Next
out
week
about,
I'm in
Hot dogs. Okay.
New Orleans, so I got
really?
2 customers out there.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Wait
You
till
can
you
have
find
a
out
big
about
like
calamari.
like boil when they boil the. I guess not shrimp, but they do the.
Crawfish?
Crawfish?
Yeah, crawfish boil.
No, I do have a customer I'm seeing in Texas though that
sounds
usually
so fun.
offers us
I always wanted
crawfish,
to do one of
and
those.
so much fun.
Just pour it on the table. That's what we're doing next week. Keith, bring the fish. We're gonna boil it and just lay it on the table.
All right. So,
Just a big old
so I
mess.
noticed the little enunciation problem over there on that side of the table. Crayfish or crawfish, or would be like Valen crayfish and. I don't even know how to say it.
You don't
know.
Valen crayfish and Valen crawfish.
Yeah.
You think it's crawfish?
No, I don't know
It
what
is
I think
crawfish.
now at this point. I can't
I
say
don't
my own
even
company.
know what it
I'm going back to
is.
M&J.
So crawfish is crawfish.
Like
It's
a
CRAW
Y
for
in
sure, 100%
Valine.
crawfish.
Valine.
It's not just this.
Yeah,
the accent.
Correct.
To make it worse, Jay.
Valine,
It's
yeah.
crawfish.
Okay, I'll convert. I'll convert just because he works
To
with
to what?
similar creatures. I'm
Crawfish?
gonna convert to crawfish.
What's the difference between a crawfish and crawdad? Are they the same?
What?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Jamie,
Well, one of them
search that up.
and has
Great.
kids.
Crawdad and craw. Yeah, that's true.
I cried that
One-
joke once
one's
about
got more
crawdads.
wisdom.
Yeah.
Actually,
What's
do
the
you
best kind of dad? A
Crack
craw.
that joke.
What's the worst kind of dad? A crawdad because he's shellfish.
Wow.
Mm.
Nah.
How
There
many
we go.
shellfish jokes do you know because of the work you do?
Not a lot, surprisingly. I'm working on it. I've only been there for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we gotta
I'll
have
get
one
there.
person that looks something up for us.
Yeah.
We have
I
one
think it should
person
be
that has the
Keith. Who all says
designated-
it should be Keith? Keith, he's worked the camera and looked stuff
I mean,
up for
we're
us.
all so
Oh, yeah.
busy here.
Yeah. Get to work.
All right, Brady has got his song all on his
Keith,
phone
maybe
now.
your wife
Yep.
could have a job doing
Yeah.
it. Look at
All right, so Brady's back up. What was
hear
the
it.
question? What was the question?
Name
Oh,
drop.
A good
name
lyric.
drop.
Song
and
name
then
drop.
Give us a line.
The song is called "The Pain." I wasn't.
Mm.
I wrote it when I wasn't very happy.
That's okay.
Good time
When
to
I got
write.
when I
Yeah.
got back from Ignite, that's when I wrote it.
Oh, usually you're not happy after Ignite.
That specific day, I wasn't.
That is not a promo for the program.
No.
I remember that day.
But it locked on.
But I'm
something. I
feeling
know
so
you're-
much happier.
That's good.
Good.
That's great.
hmm And the band, I decided to kick them all out.
Already drama.
That is a-
in
here
the
we
band.
go.
Okay,
Here we
hold on.
go.
Give us the line, and then I want to hear the drama.
Yes.
The line.
Give us a line. Give us something.
All right.
You're gonna sing it, or
So-
actually just say it?
I'm not
Give-
gonna
give
say
me a
it.
Bring
beat.
your guitar next week. We could just pipe it in.
Yeah.
All right. Your words lacerate me, sharper than a blade. It marks every promise you've seen to break. It doesn't rhyme, but when you sing it,
Yeah.
you can make it rhyme.
That sounds cool. Lacerate? Did you say lacerate?
Lacerate.
That's big words for you, Brady.
To cut-
Word.
to
Oh, I
cut
know what it
deep.
means.
Word.
Oh, I know what it means.
It's a BB.
It's a great
W.
Big Brady.
Big
word.
Brady.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Big Brady.
BBW.
Good line, bro.
Yeah.
And you wrote that
Yeah.
in a moment of darkness. I've written about 100 poems, a little over 100 poems, and some of them are phenomenal. Sorry, I'm not humble. And one of them is called "I'm Not Humble." But it takes 100 to get like 3 really good ones, in my opinion. And I know nothing about
Maybe
the
if you're
industry.
bad at writing.
But it was because I was terribly sad in that moment, and I couldn't stop the pen. And now I can't go anywhere near a pen and paper and say I'm going to write something sad. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
My brain isn't there anymore.
Because you're in
So-
love.
Big news, guys. The wedding is on Saturday.
On Deer Path Road in Lake Forest. All right. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
That's pretty intimate.
So
Oh, so your band is gone. Why?
I didn't kick them out because I wanted to.
Oh.
It's just they weren't as motivated as I was about the band, and they weren't like committed at all because I was really. And I told them when they joined, like, you got to be committed into this because we're about to put in some work. And every time we went to practices, they just weren't serious. They're just playing random songs on the guitar. I was too, but I actually wanted to do something, and it didn't work out.
Influence. You're an influence.
Yeah.
So you're on the prowl now.
Huh?
You're looking for people. You're on the prowl.
No, I'm pausing it
Hmm.
because I found something else that I'm interested in, which is law enforcement.
Criminal justice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And I'm
How'd you get
looking
into
to. Huh?
How'd you get interested in that? What piqued your interest? Did you get arrested?
I've always liked the show Cops
Okay.
and like On Patrol Live,
It's got to be.
and
It's got to be.
I've always liked the idea of being a police officer, and also like people don't really take me seriously, and I feel like I just really want to be like respected. And if I become something that's respected, then I'll feel like I belong here even more,
Interesting.
and that I have a purpose.
You are. I respect you. I think you're a great dude, man. I
Yeah.
hope that, I hope you don't
Definitely.
get that feeling around here for sure.
Yep.
You know, you
100%.
gotta surround yourself with
Your worth
some
doesn't
people
come
that are-
from
Yeah.
your
Right.
accomplishments,
Right.
but I understand the feeling of trying to get something and
Yeah.
do something
Yeah.
impactful. We
Mhm.
need good cops.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I know exactly what
agree.
you're saying with the like they weren't taking it seriously. Your band members, like I was trying to get people for my business, like for detailing and for doing some like sales, like telemarketing, and it was like if we hop in like a call because we're all gonna like, all right, we have the schedule, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then everyone starts talking to each other, goofing off, not
Yeah.
making a single call.
Mm-hmm.
Or then like my friends are like, I'm like, hey, can you like come to this job this week? And they're like, yeah, day before. Sorry, we're doing this.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like what we're doing right now, going rogue. Just a bunch of dudes talking. Like we have some structure to it, but then we get yelled at by Jack.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jake,
Keeps us in
Jake,
line.
yeah. Jake Valen.
actually.
Well, if it's Jake,
no,
then that means
no,
it's
not.
Valen.
No, Jack is Jack.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
the A doesn't say its name
Oh,
when it's by itself.
you're the teacher.
Yeah.
Learn us.
Teach PE.
Those who can't, never mind.
Wow. Oh man.
Anyway, I have a special person in my life who's also a teacher, and I've used that joke as well. So anyway,
And you're still together.
yeah, because I like to,
A special person
when
who's
things
a
get
teacher.
awkward, I make jokes.
Mm.
All right.
Where do you want to have your wedding? If you were to have one, would it be like a one where you go far away?
Something that looks like a Dungeons and Dragons room, like earthy and stone.
When they announce, are they
Medieval.
going to
In a
say
cave.
Medieval.
Mr. and Mrs. Valentino?
Come out of the smoke.
Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. That's a great question, though. So, but I don't know. I don't know.
Valentino.
You know, I'd probably lay it at your guys. We'll talk about it on a podcast. Hey, where should I have this? We'll plan the whole wedding, right, on the
They can't
podcast.
upload
Without
For
her
our
here.
Patreon.
Yeah.
It's got to be a surprise.
No girls.
Yeah. She just needs to show
Have a
up.
honeymoon on the moon.
It's her job.
Honeymoon on the moon, exactly. All right. So we're, Carl, come up with a question. You're, maybe not right now, but you got to come up with a question. And you can look at our list of questions. We printed off a list of questions,
yeah,
and they're
yeah,
mostly
yeah.
terrible.
Can
Like-
you hand this one to Steve? All right, you can look at it.
And then you ask a question. You have to pick someone, and then say I'm going to ask somebody, so we can move the camera around. We are so for those who are new to our channel. Yes, for those who are new to our channel, we're doing what we call going rogue, which means we're kind of just, I don't want to say winging it because we're intelligent people, but we're just going to ask some random questions and allow you as fans, hi Mom, to get to know us better.
Is your mom watching?
My mom passed away 12 years ago. Thanks,
then why
thanks,
would you
Keith.
say that?
Yeah, exactly. Why would you bring that up? She would have been awesome on this podcast. She
Yeah.
was so funny. She was an ENFP. High five. Exactly. Who else is an ENFP?
What's that?
What I was.
That's what's that? Okay, next week we're talking about Personalities. It's the personality
INFJ.
test. That was the one. It was one of
Oh.
the 4 letters. Now.
INFJ.
Okay, I know what I'm talking about.
INFJ.
INFJ.
You know what's a better
The
name for
rarest
that?
one.
What?
Yeah.
Personality test.
Personality test.
Nice. Good
Why
for
don't-
you.
instead of insulting me, why don't you just tell me what we're talking about?
Great.
Makes me feel special.
All right. So what are we? All right. Hold on. Carl, I'm going to ask you a question.
All right.
Can you share a defining moment or experience that shaped who you are today?
Well, you know the one I usually go with. You've heard it a couple of times. But so when I was 23, I got a DUI. And to that experience, before I got the DUI, I had quit drinking for a while. I got in really good shape. And to celebrate, I was going out with some friends dancing. And then drinking just kind of fell into the equation. Stopped off somewhere, got a little manic, got a little excited. When I pulled out of the parking lot, I put my car in the ditch. Everybody was fine, nobody got hurt. But while I waited for my dad to come to pull the car out, the police pulled up, Lake County. So got arrested by Lake County, went in. My parents bailed me out right away. But the whole experience finally made me realize that it was my job to accept responsibility for it. Like, there was nobody else at fault, so it was just me. So at that moment, I was like, I need to make up for this. I need to do everything in my power to prove that I'm better than this and that I can grow from this. So that was a defining moment in my life. So after that, still kept working out, kept losing weight, quit drinking again, got a second job, which was working for U-Haul. At that time, between U-Haul, Rosati's, going to school at CLC, and working out, I was putting in 110 hours a week for had to have been 5 months. Just constantly on the go. Got myself back on track. Got a job as a general manager for U-Haul. Kind of changed my life. And then after that, I turned around probably the very next year for Christmas Eve. Told my friends that next year was going to be the year that I found true love. That night, I saw my now wife for the first time. And then New Year's Eve.
Call it.
Yep. New Year's Eve that same year, after everybody said Happy New Year, so technically New Year's Day, she said, all right, everybody, let's go dance. And then she looked at me and she's like, and you're going to come dance with me too. So even though I'm the one who said it and I realized how cute she was that night, she's the one who officially made it true. But it was just that the acceptance of everything. That's actually what brought me to Jesus and God through the whole experience.
Amen.
Amen.
That's the whole experience right
Very
there.
cool.
It's that little gutter action.
That's great.
You know? And dancing makes babies.
Supposedly.
It's possible.
Close this out, Steve. Just saying.
Sure, 21 minutes.
Thank you for tuning in.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, thank you for the another episode of Going Rogue with the Unite crew. Other than that, I think that's it, huh? Yes. All right. See you on the next. See you on the next episode.
Peace out.
Oh,